Okay, guys, welcome to EE1, Elementary Electrical Engineering. Before we proceeding to our topic, let's first discuss or review some of those terminologies or topics that we have already discussed in our Physics 41. And I know you are familiar with charge, current, voltage, and power, and so is the energy. Now, first, let's define what is charge. Charge is an electrical property of atomic particles of which matter consists measured in coulomb. So, yan yung pinag-aralan natin na yan yung magkuha natin yung let us say yung charge which is stands for yung letter Q natin. Like that. We have yung charge natin na Q which is yung coulombs natin. And now, the following points about electric charge. Number one, coulomb is the large unit of charges. In one coulomb of charge, there are 1 over 1.602 x to the power of negative 19 or 6.24 x to the power of 18 electrons. In realistic or laboratory values of charges are on order of picocoulomb, nanocoulomb, and microcoulomb. 2. According to experimental observations, the only charges that occur in nature are integral multiples of electronic charge, which is fundamental charge, which is negative 1.602 x to the power of negative 19 coulomb. We have negative kasi nga we have yung electrons natin. Now for number 3, the law of conservation of charge states that charge can neither be created nor destroyed, only transferred. Thus, the algebraic sum of the electric charge in a system does not change. Let's move on here on electric current. Electric current is the time rate of change of charge measured in amperes, which is A. So you have the current natin. We have current is derived from the change of charge with respect to time. We have unit of 1 ampere is simply equal to 1 coulomb per second. Now, syempre, what if given yung charge natin, given yung current natin and we have a certain time, syempre, the antiderivatives or the integral of the current as dt, I dt, as a function, yung current natin is as a function of time, we simply have charge is simply equal to the integration of I dt from t initial to t. Now, we have two types of current. We have the DC and we have the AC. We have the current, direct current and alternating. Anong pinagkaiba ng direct current and at saka alternating current? Yung sa DC current natin is a current that remains constant with time. So, ang nangyari dito is that ang current mo is hindi dependent doon sa oras. The current does not change with respect to time. Unlike dito sa alternating current natin, yung alternating current natin is a current that varies sinusoidally with time. So let's have further discuss or briefly discussion about DC at saka AC. Ang DC guys, ang example ng DC dyan is battery. Ang battery, kung titingnan niyo yung battery, kahit anong oras, as time goes by, ang current is constant na yon. Kung ang current na lumalabas sa certain na battery is 1 ampere, 1 ampere lang talaga yung lalabas doon. Unlike dito sa alternating current, we have this current is, as time goes by, yung value ng current na is changing. As you can see this graph, it its current varies sinusoidally with time. So Yun. So, direct current is hindi dependent sa time, while for current, dependent siya sa time. Nag-iba yung value niya. Now, let's move on sa voltage natin. Voltage or potential difference is the energy required to move a unit charge through an element measured in volts. We have VA is equal to change of energy with respect to charge. We have the value unit for potential difference or voltage. We have 1 volt or joule per second. Or pwede natin in joule natin is transfer natin into Newton meter per coulomb. Now, moving on with the power and energy. Power is the time rate of expending or absorbing energy measured in watts. And we know that the energy or yung joule energy natin is simply yung power multiplied by time. Now, we have this formula. Now, if we try to derive yung formula for power in terms of current at saka voltage, ito yung pagkaka-derive niya. We have P, since ang energy natin with respect to time, what's this? We can derive further. We have dW times dQ multiplied by d charge over dt. We have this yung saan dyan yung pinalitan. Ang ginawa dito is yung dito ito yung diderive mo yung dito banda. Ang gitry niya, we have this one. We have, di ba, we have dWdt. Ito yung, ang dt mo dito is in-extract niya kung saan we have dt natin dito is in-extract by this one, the charge tapos d over t. We have this one. We have this one dw over dt. Now we have this. We have p dw over dt. Now, how can we arrive dito? Simply, since ang value for voltage natin is this one, here, and also the value for our current is simply this one, noting that the formula for power is this one. So if we try to multiply this one and this one, it will have a result of dW over dt. Okay. Prove that, simply ganun lang, i-rewrite ko lang. If V, we have dW over d charge multiplied by d charge over dt. As you can see, we have cancel out. We have dW over dt. And that one. Now, simply, ang power natin this time is simply equal to the value of voltage multiplied by the value of current. And this is what they call instantaneous power. What is instantaneous power? Ang instantaneous power is yan yung power na dependent sa time dependent. Now, what is passive sign convention? Passive sign convention is satisfied when the current enters through the positive terminal of an element and P is equal to positive VI. If the current enters through the negative terminal, P is equal to negative VA. Ito siya. we have this one. If a current enters a positive terminal, we have a power which is equal to positive VI. And also, sabi nga doon, if a current enters a negative terminal, we have negative VI. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Dito sa letter A, ang load na yon or certain element na yon, absorbing power, meaning isa siyang load. But if negative yung power mo, meaning nagsusupply siya. So, yun yung pinagkaiba nilang dalawa.